What if I told you joy was all around you, not just in you? What if animals could feel joy, and plants, and rocks? What if joy animated creation itself? Can you imagine? Crazy, I know. But listen to one of the most beautiful passages in the Hebrew Scriptures. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. Mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. That's Isaiah 55:12. It's beautiful, but weird. Trees clapping their hands? The next thing you'll tell me is my houseplants are throwing a joy party when I'm not at home. Well, there's something deeper happening here than just imaginative imagery. You see, the original Hebrew word for joy here is simcha, and it doesn't just mean happiness. One of the unusual characteristics of simcha, joy, is that it's rooted not in emotion, but in movement and response. Simcha is the kind of joy that breaks out into physical action, laughter, singing, dancing, and whooping. Isaiah 55 paints a picture where joy isn't a quiet emotion tucked inside us. Simcha, joy, is a force so powerful that even the hills and trees can't stay still. Don't you see? Joy is a physically embodied experience beyond feelings all around us. That's why Isaiah says, you will go out in joy. But you may say, look around. This world is not joy-filled. Why am I not going out in joy? Well, Isaiah tells us joy doesn't come from our success, our comfort, or our control. It's the result of, now get this, it's fantastic. It's the result of responding to God's invitation. You see, this verse is part of a bigger chapter in which God invites us to renewal, saying, come, eat and drink of the feast I have for you. And joy is what happens when we say yes to that invitation. Listen to Isaiah again as God's invitation to you. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. When you step into God's promise of renewal, you step into simcha, joy. It's not something you force from inside you. You step into it. You will go out in joy. Have you ever stepped into a room of people and sensed the mood all around you? It was visceral. Maybe it was a feeling of comfort, or tension, or peace, or judgment, or love in that room. You stepped into it. That's how joy works. It's something you can step into at any moment. How? By saying yes to God's renewal. That's why Isaiah envisions the entire cosmos erupting in celebration of God's redemption. This means joy isn't something we chase, but something that meets us out there on the road when we say yes to God's renewal. So, when you go out today, how can you say yes to God's renewal and experience stepping into the divine joy that's all around you? When you do, you join the music and laughter of God's joy, infusing all creation. Can you do that?